Hi everyone, thanks for watching. My name is Nina and I'm the community manager at Snapdocs, and today I'm going to show you guys how you can build and manage your signing agent business through Snapdocs. So the first step to building and managing your signing agent business through Snapdocs is understanding what Snapdocs is. Snapdocs is a digital closing platform. We are a technology company building software to help mortgage professionals like yourself deliver faster, safer, and more transparent loan closings. So you might be asking yourself, well, how does Snapdocs help me as a notary signing agent? Well, Snapdocs can help you by connecting you to 100,000 plus loan closings each month and also help you manage your business in one place. Whether these are signings being completed through the Snapdocs platform or outside of it, you actually have the ability to manage it all in your Snapdocs account. So now that you understand what Snapdocs is and how we can help you, I want to go over your roadmap to Snapdocs and beyond. So the first stop on your roadmap to Snapdocs is you, as a new signing agent, getting started on Snapdocs. So the first step to getting started on Snapdocs is creating your free notary signing agent account. This process is super easy and straightforward. All you need to do is go to snapdocs.com/notaries and click on Get Started. From there, you'll be taken through the account creation process and you'll be up and running in just a matter of minutes. The second step we want to make sure you take when setting up your Snapdocs account is opting into text notifications. We understand as a notary signing agent, you're always out and about, you're on the go, going from signing to signing. So receiving notifications of available signings in your area via text message is the easiest and most convenient way for you to be notified of those signings and respond to them while you're on the go. So when you're walking through that account creation process, we'll prompt you for some information like your mobile phone number here. And when you enter that in, just be sure to check off that send me notifications via text message box and you'll be all set. The third step is filling out your profile. So you'll be prompted for a lot of this information when walking through the account creation process, but if you ever want to go back in and make sure that everything's been completed, you can always navigate to your My Profile page in your account. And there are 3 things we definitely recommend making sure are filled out on this page. The first is we always recommend notaries to upload a photo of themselves. This adds a little personal touch to your profile, and it also familiarizes consumers and clients with who you are and who will be showing up for their signing. The second thing we recommend making sure is enabled is your public profile. Enabling your public profile actually allows you to show up in our notary public search on the Snapdocs website, which is slightly different than the search that companies on Snapdocs will use. This actually allows for people outside of Snapdocs to request your information and request your services for whatever they might need. So this is a great way to expand the opportunities that are available to you. And then the third thing we recommend on this page is making sure that your bio is filled out. This is a great place to indicate any previous experience you have. You might be a new signing agent to the Snapdocs platform, but maybe you've been in the industry for 15, 20 years. This is a great place to go ahead and indicate that, and also indicate if there are any signing types that you have experience with, anything else that you think might be applicable and good for companies on Snapdocs to know. The next step is getting Snapdocs verified and uploading any additional credentials. So you might be asking yourself, what is Snapdocs Verified? Snapdocs Verified is a group of credentials that we identified most companies are looking for when working with a notary. So we went ahead and created Snapdocs Verified to easily indicate to companies, hey, we've checked out this notary, they're good to go, they've been fully vetted, you should feel comfortable working with them. So the 5 components for Snapdocs Verified are having a verified ID. We currently accept valid US driver's licenses. It's really easy to get your driver's license verified. All you need to do is upload a picture of the front of it, the back of it, and a photo of your face, and the system will automatically go ahead and verify that for you. The next component is your notary commission. When you become commissioned through your state, they generally should issue you a commission certificate. So in this instance, all we need you to do is upload that certificate and submit it for verification. The next component is a background check report. If you are already certified through the NNA, the background check that they run actually meets all of the requirements, so you can go ahead and upload that and submit it for verification. If you'd like to go through an outside party, we have no preference for what company you use, but we do have 5 required sections for background checks, and those are a social security number trace, a county criminal search, federal criminal search, a national criminal search, and a sex offender search section. So I know those were a lot of sections. I don't expect you guys to memorize them. We do have some more information in our Notary Help Center on the specific requirements for background checks, and I'll be touching on our Notary Help Center a little bit later in the presentation and show you guys how to access all of the information there. The next component for being Snapdocs verified is uploading your E&O insurance or your errors and omissions insurance. This one's super easy and straightforward. We just need you to upload a copy of that policy and submit it for verification as well. We don't have a minimum requirement for the coverage amount, so it's totally up to you on what you decide. And then the last component, which is not always required for being Snapdocs verified and depends on what state you're in, is your notary bond. The reason that this varies from state to state is just because the bonding requirements vary. So there are some states where we don't need you to actually upload a copy of your bond, as we already know that you are bonded. And then the last component, which is not yet a hard requirement for being Snapdocs verified, but is highly encouraged on our end, is your NNA certification. We highly encourage this because a lot of our companies on the platform, especially our larger title companies, only look to work with notaries who are specifically NNA certified. So we definitely recommend this shows to them that, hey, you've taken a little extra step to brushing up on your signing agent knowledge and gotten certified. So it's always a great idea to do that as well. If you're ever wondering if you are Snapdocs verified or what you're missing in order to be Snapdocs verified, you can always navigate to your credentials page in your account. And up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see that box that says Snapdocs verified, and it'll show you yes or no, are you verified? And then it'll also show you what components you're missing. And then if you have any other additional credentials that maybe don't fall under any of these preset categories, maybe you have a certification from another organization, or any other kind of credential that is applicable to your signing agent business, you can always upload those as additional credentials under that optional section. And it's super easy. Those actually won't get fully verified from our system, but companies will still be able to see those and know that you have them. The next step to getting started on Snapdocs is making sure you set up your vendor pay direct deposit. So vendor pay direct deposit is a payment system that we created to allow for more transparency and easier tracking when it comes to payments for notaries. So this is actually a direct deposit system. You go ahead and connect your bank account of choice, and the payment will be deposited automatically into that bank account. It's really easy to set up your Snapdocs vendor pay. All you need to do is navigate to your My Profile page, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you'll see a box on the right side listed Snapdocs vendor pay, and you can go ahead and add your bank account information. It's important to note that not every company on Snapdocs uses vendor pay to process their payments, just because this model doesn't work for everybody, and that's totally fine. But if you are interested in working with companies who do use Snapdocs vendor pay to process their payments, it is really important to set it up because in these instances, vendor pay is the only payment option. So we want to make sure you get paid. And if you set up your vendor pay, you'll have the opportunity to work with all of the companies on Snapdocs. The next step to getting started on Snapdocs is becoming a remote online notary and expanding your opportunities. While it's not required to become a remote online notary to be on the Snapdocs platform, this is something we are highly encouraging, especially now as COVID-19 has spread around the country and increased the risk of in-person notarization. It's always a great idea to think of ways that you can keep yourself safe and healthy, and becoming a remote online notary is just that. For those of you that are not familiar with remote online notarization, it's the use of audiovisual technology to perform a notarial act when the signer and the notary are not in the same physical location. So if you are interested in becoming a remote online notary, we have some great information in our Notary Help Center that you can access. There's some articles on state-by-state specific requirements for becoming a remote online notary and any other information you might need. So we definitely recommend checking that out if you are interested. And you can access our Notary Help Center by going to bit.ly/Notary Help Center, and just scroll to the section listed Remote Online Notarization or RON, and you can browse through all those articles. If you do become a remote online notary, it is really important to indicate this information through your profile. This will allow for companies who are looking to perform RON signings to easily locate you as a notary who's certified, commissioned to do RON. So the easiest way to do this is by navigating to your My Profile page, and then in the Languages Spoken section, you can just go ahead and type in RON, and from there you can actually select the technology provider that you utilize to perform RON. So you can currently choose from DocVerify, Nexus, who Snapdocs is actually partnering with to offer RON, Notarize, NotaryCam, Pavaso, and then if you use another technology provider that you might not see listed here, you can always go ahead and select RON Other to show those companies that you are RON ready. And then the next step to showing companies that you are fully RON commissioned and ready to start performing RON is by uploading any additional documents that you might have to prove that RON commission. So if you're in a state that issues you a RON commission, you can always upload that as an additional document. Any further certification, maybe from your technology provider that you utilize, you can also upload as well under that additional credential section. So now we're going to go over your next stop on the roadmap to Snapdocs. We've gone over getting started. The next step is understanding how to receive notifications. So receiving notifications on the platform is very easy. It's a very straightforward process. As we mentioned before, if you're receiving notifications via text message, all you will get is a text message letting you know that there's a signing available in your area. In that text message, you'll have a link, and when you click on that link, you'll be taken to this page. So this is where you can learn a little bit more information about the signing. You can see when, the date, the time, you can see where, the city, the zip code, you can see the fee, and you can see what kind of signing type this is. So in this instance, it's a purchase. This is just a little snapshot of the information that we want to give you without sharing any sensitive information, such as the signing address, the consumer's information, because once you're actually assigned to the order, then you'll have access to that information. From here, all you need to do is go ahead and select one of two answers. If you're available and you're interested in completing the signing, you can just go ahead and click on that green I'm available button, and your answer will be submitted to the company, and they'll be able to see that you are interested in completing the signing for them. If maybe the fee's a little low, maybe the time doesn't work for you, maybe for some other reason you're just not interested in completing this signing today, you can always go ahead and click that No Because button to indicate that you're not available. It's totally fine to respond as not available to signings. You won't be penalized in any way for this. We understand that signing agents are busy, always out and about, so it's understandable if not every signing works for you. If you do go ahead and respond as not available, we do give you some further options as to why you're not available. So maybe the time doesn't work for you, as I mentioned. You can always go ahead and check off that option. And we actually do give you the option to indicate what time you would be available to do the signing when selecting that option. And once you select that, you enter in the time you're available, that information is actually sent over to the company so that they can see. Maybe the location's too far away, you can go ahead and select that option. Maybe the pay is too low, you can always select that. And in this instance, we also give you the option to indicate what fee you would like for completing the signing. And again, that information is sent directly to the company. They're able to see that. And you never know how things might work out. Maybe they're having difficulty locating a signing agent for this signing. Maybe they're willing to negotiate on the fee, and they can always come back to you with a higher fee offer. And then we have some more options below. Maybe you're no longer doing mobile signings. Maybe you just don't have enough information about the company, so you're not comfortable just yet working with them. Or maybe for some other reason, you just don't want to work with them. Maybe you've worked with them before, and you're just not interested in working with them again. Or maybe for whatever reason, you're just not interested. You can go ahead and select that option as well. So maybe you've been on the Snapdocs platform for maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, maybe a couple of months, and your signing notifications still haven't quite picked up. You're not really getting any signing offers. I want to go over how our notification system works with you guys so you can have a better understanding of what comes into play when receiving signing notifications. So there are three main factors that we get to when it comes to signing notifications. The first of those being timing. So contrary to popular belief, not every notification is sent out to all of the notaries in an area at the same time. The system actually makes its way down a ranked list of notaries, sending out that notification one at a time. And that leads us to rankings. So rankings are something that will come into play, as well as, depending on where you're ranked, will depend on where you show up in our automator search results. So having a complete profile, making sure your Snapdocs verified, making sure everything's been filled out and uploaded is a really important thing that comes into play here with your ranking. So making sure that you're giving yourself the highest ranking possible to make sure that your opportunities of getting notifications and getting assigned are as high as they can be. And then the last thing that comes into play here as well are company preferences. So companies will also have their own criteria when it comes to hiring signing agents. Maybe they're looking specifically for a notary who's NNA certified, as I mentioned before. Or maybe they're looking for a notary who's completed a certain amount of signings. It's definitely up to the companies to have these preferences. So making sure you're fully verified, your profile's been completed is definitely the best opportunity to make sure that you're meeting these company preferences. If there is a company that you're interested in working with on the platform, we always recommend reaching out to them directly too to see if there's any requirements that maybe you don't currently meet that you need to get up to speed on so that you can start working with them. But now that we went over how the notification system works and what factors come into play when it comes to receiving notifications, I want to go over a couple of scenarios of signing agents receiving notifications so that you guys can get a better understanding of how this works in action. So here we have 4 signing agents. We have Alan, Beth, Carl, and Dina. The way that the automator rankings are working here is that Alan has the highest ranking of them all, so he actually shows up at the top of the search results. So we have a notification being sent out by a company. It goes to Alan first, since he is at the top of the ranking system. And Alan gets that notification. He actually responds immediately as available, and the company goes ahead and assigns him to the order. So since this happened all very fast and Alan got the notification, he responded and was automatically assigned by that company, Beth, Carl, and Dina will actually not receive this notification because the way that the system works is once a notary's been assigned to an order, the system stops from sending out notifications to the other notaries in the area. So in this instance, they won't be notified of this signing. I want to go over another situation, slightly different. We still have Dina, Alan, Beth, and Carl, but in this situation, Dina is actually a preferred notary. So we do allow companies on the platform to select preferred notaries. Maybe this is a notary that they've worked with before and they really enjoyed working with them. They did a great job, so they want to continue working with them. If they select them as a preferred notary for their company, they will actually always show up at the top of the automator results, regardless of the signing and other rankings. So in this instance, Dina is now at the top because she's the preferred notary for the company sending out the notification. So we'll go over a scenario with these notaries. So Dina receives the notification first. She's up at the top. She actually goes ahead and responds as unavailable. So since Dina responded as unavailable, she can't be assigned to the signing. So the notification system now moves on to Alan. So in this instance, Alan gets the notification. He doesn't quite see it yet, so he doesn't have the opportunity to respond. So then the notification system actually moves on to Beth, and Beth is notified of the signing. However, in the time that Beth receives the signing notification and responds to it, Alan actually comes back and responds as available, and the company sees that response, and they go ahead and assign him. So in this instance, Alan is assigned to the signing now, so Carl will no longer be notified since the notary is already assigned. However, Beth was notified before Alan went ahead and responded as available and was assigned to the order, so she still has the ability to see that notification and respond to it as well. So a little bit later, Beth sees that notification and she also responds as available. However, when she goes to respond as available, she sees a message that says that the order has already been assigned to another notary because in that time that Beth received the notification and responded, Alan was actually assigned, so that's why she's seeing that message. It might be a little confusing if you're a notary and you see that and you're like, well, I responded to this notification as soon as I saw it. Why is it already showing as assigned? This explains why that might be. So now that you guys understand how to get started on Snapdocs, we've gone over receiving notifications and responding to them and what goes into play. The next step on your roadmap to Snapdocs is actually receiving the job assignment. So when you receive a job assignment, you'll actually receive confirmation from the company. So when you get those notifications and you respond as available, that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll automatically be assigned to the order. That just means that the company is receiving your response. They see that you're available. They see that you're interested in the signing. and they now have the option to go through all of the other available signing agents and just select which notary they want to actually work with. So if you have been selected by the hiring company, you'll receive an email, a text message notification that lets you know, congratulations, you've been assigned to the order, and you'll now be able to see a little bit more information on the order, and it'll show up on your dashboard now. You'll have access to the consumer's information, contact information. You can give them a call, confirm the signing with them. You'll also be able to download the documents from the order, print them, take them to the signing, and you'll also be able to see the actual address of the signing location. So now that we've touched on getting started on Snapdocs, receiving notifications, and receiving the job assignment, the next stop on your roadmap is your signing prep. So whatever you might do before signing, going through, tabbing out all of the places you need to sign, reviewing the documents, making sure there's no errors, however you manage your signing prep, we want to make sure you're doing that. Your next step is going to the signing appointment, completing the signing, answering any questions for the consumers. And your next step is your post-signing review. Maybe that's going through the documents, making sure nothing was missed, making sure everything is correct, and then sending the documents back to the company so that they can do that as well. And then you're on to managing it all. You can go on to your next signing and continue this process as you move forward, and you'll go beyond today. And that's your roadmap to Snapdocs and how you can get started, receive notifications, get assigned to a signing, and so on and so forth. So if you have any questions or you run into any problems, what should you do? So we have our great Notary Help Center, which I've touched on a few times throughout this presentation. You can get to it by going to bit.ly/Notary Help Center. This is a growing library of support articles that we develop based on things in your account, receiving signing notifications, getting Snapdocs verified, receiving payment, uploading documents, printing documents, anything that might pertain to your signing agent account. So we definitely recommend all notaries, whether you're a new signing agent or an experienced signing agent, this is always a great place to familiarize yourself with Snapdocs and get a better understanding of your account. You can also access the Help Center from your Snapdocs account itself. So we have two ways you can do this. There is the Help Center link on the left-hand side of your profile page. You can just click into that and it'll take you directly into the Help Center. We also have this other help widget down at the bottom of your account. It's orange, it has the question mark, and it says help. This is actually a great tool. This allows you to search through all of our Help Center articles without ever leaving your Snapdocs account. So maybe you just have a quick question and you don't want to navigate away from your Snapdocs account. You can actually open up this widget and type in a few keywords, maybe a question, and relevant articles will populate for you. We also have a growing library of support videos. A lot of these videos are embedded into our support articles as well, but maybe if you're just interested in seeing the videos and walking through that, you can always just access our videos on their own by going to bit.ly/Notary Help Videos, or you can go directly to YouTube and type in Snapdocs support in the search bar, and will generally be that first search result. And maybe you've exhausted all of our Help Center resources, you've looked at all the videos, and you still quite haven't found the answer to your question. You can always go ahead and reach out to our lovely support team at support@snapdocs.com, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. You can also reach out to us on Facebook and Twitter. We'd love to hear from you as well. So thanks for joining me today, guys. If you have any questions, again, you can go ahead and email them to support@snapdocs.com. Again, my name is Nina. I'm the community manager here at Snapdocs. I had a lot of fun going over getting started on Snapdocs and building and growing your signing agent account today. Remember, you can always go ahead and sign up by going to snapdocs.com/notaries. Thanks, guys.